I'd like to highlight something today related to a form of loving kindness, which is a meditation that comes from Buddhism and is also part of yoga. And we can use variations on loving kindness to suit our particular needs. The basic premise of loving kindness is that we're wishing well towards someone or some part of someone, or towards ourselves or a part of ourselves that is suffering, or that might be causing pain, or might be in pain. Right? So the basic orientation is, as we practice this kind of well-wishing or prayer called Maitri, loving kindness, it brings ease to our whole system, expands our heart, and helps us to reduce the narrative of how we're in pain because we're blaming ourselves or shaming ourselves for it, or how we deserve to be in pain. It's kind of a Western punishing view instead of this Eastern loving kindness, well-wishing, prayerful view. So let's see how it goes for us. We will start with a short meditative practice and then a little bit of pranayama, and then we'll take it into a physical practice as well. So please come into a comfortable seat. You're welcome to close your eyes. And let yourself begin centering whatever way you center. So that might be that you imagine you're kind of snipping the antennae of thought that's not important for the present moment. Or you might relax your physical body to feel yourself right here in the present. You might allow your breath to drop in more deeply, or perhaps you do all three of those things. So perhaps as you release thought and feel into the present moment sensations and welcome your breath, what you might also do is lengthen your spine. It's a kind of gesture of attention and readiness, if you were an antenna, you can receive. You also do transmit, but you can receive now by lifting up through the top of your head and aligning your spine. Your breath may also go more deeply into your hips and your pelvis. And then I'm going to suggest a phrase to you that you can use as a repetition phrase during the practice. And you can, of course, edit this phrase to be more personal and more meaningful to you. We can start with a simple phrase like, may I be at ease. May I be at ease. You might also use a phrase like, may I be at peace. May I be at peace. Or perhaps, may I be well. May I be well means, may I be healthy. May I be well mentally or physically. May I be well. So each of these words that I've suggested for right now, they're sort of proactive words. May I be at ease. May I be at peace. May I be well. Another phrase that we can use in metta or Maitri is versus proactive. It's like a subtracting kind of phrase. We say, may I be free from pain. May I be free from unnecessary suffering. May I be free from harm. So those are subtracting phrases. You might choose one, and we could choose one from each category. So may I be at ease. May I be free from harm. Notice how it feels in your body to hear these phrases and even to offer them to yourself. And enjoy a deeper breath in. We're going to use whatever phrase that you chose, and you can always, of course, update it along the way, but we're going to use that phrase in the little echoes between practices today. So please bring your hands together at your heart. And then you may bow your head to your heart. And release your hands and open your eyes. As I was offering that brief meditation, I have been doing this work in yoga and healing. What is it? 30 years. Yes, about 30, not less than 30 years. And maybe my own recovery now is, maybe we could say, what is the math? 34 years. It started 34 years ago. So I have a lot of understanding about my own history and the tools of yoga and the potential for all of this. And even as I was just leading that practice, I could feel into the child in me who wished to be free from harm and to have ease, like that visceral sense of longing for that in my childhood home. Could we just have ease? Could I not get, harmed? Can I not be attacked or punished today? And so I just felt that in myself. And of course, you may have things like that arise for yourself in these practices. I was feeling into it like, oh, it's still there. The sadness of recognizing that as a child, I actually had to have these sorts of thoughts like, I hope I don't get hurt today, or, could we have some ease? And I didn't have the elegance of a phrase like, may I be at ease? May I be free from harm? Nor did I have the elegance of saying, may everyone everywhere be free from harm. May everyone everywhere be free from pain. And metta or Maitri meditation does begin with us, and then it expands out into society, everyone everywhere. But I did feel that in my body this morning. And this is one of the beauties and also poignancies of a yoga practice, is that sometimes you'll elicit a memory. You'll feel something in your body you may not have been expecting. And can we give that some room to breathe and be there? And as we're doing that, we are holding space for the part of us that just arose. And that is also healing, because there was nobody there to hold that space for me when I was a child. And so when we give that space to an emotion, a memory, a visual thing, a visceral feeling, we give it space, and also love and recognition. So much also in my childhood was just like never acknowledged, not recognized, and or denied. Thanks for being here for the practice. And I just wanted to share that in case those kinds of things also happen for you from time to time. So whatever phrase came for you, we're going to use it in the echoes between the practices. And let's do a practice right now that can bring us from the head space into the body space, so that we can feel into the generosity of our body intelligence to kind of turn back on and be a resource for us. So this is a breathing practice, and it'll be familiar to some of you and new to others. What we're going to do is called a blowing off technique. And then there'll be an inhale where we hold the breath for a few moments. During that hold, bring your chin down, snug the belly in and up, make the chest and the heart brighter. And right there, as you're holding that, you can imagine the phrase, may I be at ease, for example. And then when we exhale, you could give the phrase, may I be free from harm. Whatever your phrase is. Okay, so we'll do this blowing off. It's very strong exhales out through the mouth, like you're blowing out candles. And when you do the exhale, make your lips small, so the opening is tiny, and the force of the exhale has to be force, 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 force. We'll do it about 20 times, and we'll exhale completely, and then we'll inhale to hold. Okay, let's begin. Exhale long. Inhale to hold. Suspend the breath. And exhale to release. And you might again have your echo phrase. Maybe, may I be free from harm. May I be free from unnecessary pain. And we're going to repeat that. It's about 20 strong exhales out through the mouth. One long exhale. Breathe in through your nose. One long inhale. In your own timing, exhale smoothly. And say, may I be free from pain. May I be free from harm. May I be free from unnecessary suffering. In the silence after the exhale, you might remind yourself again that may I be at ease. May I be at peace. May I be well. And now we're going to practice a different breathing technique. It's a long inhale, a little sip of an inhale at the top, like you think, can I get any more breath in? And then you take a little sip, and then we exhale and we sigh. And you can sigh through the nose or through the mouth. I do like sighing through the mouth. We rarely exhale through the mouth in yoga practice, so it's nice to have a technique in which you're actually doing that. So during the inhale, you might have the phrase coming in like, may I be at ease, may I be at peace, whatever your phrase is. And you have a little sip of an inhale on the exhale, okay, and may I be free from harm. May I be free from pain. Okay, let's try it out. This inhale is not the longest yogic inhale you can do. So I'll say, here's my inhale, and then I'll say, sip the in-breath, and you'll have a sense of like how long this kind of inhale actually takes. So here's my inhale. And then a sip, and then sighing. Breathe in. A sip. Sighing. Again. Sip. Sighing. Twice more. Last one. And then allow yourself to relax, like you're basking in the silence that can come from that practice. In that silent space, potentially silent space, let the only broadcast be, may I and everyone everywhere be at ease. May I and everyone everywhere be at peace. May we be safe from harm. May we be free from unnecessary suffering. And then you're welcome to open your eyes. And so for those of us who may have needed to duck out of harm's way, in childhood, for example, let's do a practice now that gives us a sense of the full spectrum of the space we're actually allowed to occupy. This is a sitting practice, and it'll be coordinated with the breath. So giving yourself the sense of the space that you're allowed to occupy, and then we're going to bring in this resource again. So interlace your fingers and start with your hand like a little bowl shape like this, holding that in your lap, okay? So on the inhale, we're going to raise the hands up to the heart. Then we're going to exhale, touch the heart like this. Then we'll inhale, push forward. We're going to exhale, draw in again towards the heart. We'll inhale to push up. We're going to be exhaling to press out like this. And then the hands are going to join again in that clasped position like a little bowl. Okay, so start with the hands in a bowl shape and place into that bowl the quality like ease or peace or well-being or perhaps love or kindness, a quality that you want to bring up into your heart. So, and now with an inhale, slowly raise your hands up. And exhale, pour that into your heart. Inhale, push forward, giving yourself the space in front of you. Exhale, draw into your heart that which you want to place there. Inhale, push up. This is your space to claim, so exhale, press out. Join the hands like a little bowl. Breathe in and raise this quality up from the base of the belly up towards your heart. Exhale, place it there. Inhale, press forward. Exhale, draw in, like loving kindness or well-being. Inhale, press up. And exhale, press out, like may I be free from pain or intrusions or other people's toxicity, whatever you need to say. And then clasp your hands and inhale. Raise up into your heart, ease or peace or harmony. Exhale, place that in your heart. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, press up again. What you want to be free from, bring that into your mind. And then exhale, push out. May I be free from intrusions or hijacking my mind today by shame, or may I be free from other people's insanity. Interlace your fingers and once more inhale, bring this up. And place that love or kindness or well-being into your heart. Notice how it is to give yourself this gift. And then you can bring your hands to your heart and acknowledge yourself, your present day self, the future healthy self that you're developing, and also acknowledge the past self that navigated pain and suffering and is here today for healing. May she also be free from unnecessary pain. May she also be free from unnecessary harm. And may she, this past version of yourself, whatever age comes to mind, may she have ease and harmony, support and well-being. You may release your hands. You're welcome to open your eyes. So as I reflected again on my past self, this child self that came today, there was nobody wishing her well or wishing her to have ease or harmony or self-acceptance or patience with herself. What was being demanded was like, get good grades, be high pressured in this particular sport or that particular sport, or don't cause trouble, all the admonishments and pressures. There wasn't somebody like a loving fairy godmother sort that was saying, oh, honey, may you be at ease. May you really know yourself and your worth and all that love and goodness that was missing. There wasn't a vitamin in my household like that. So we do offer this to the past versions of ourselves in the way that I just did there. And you can do that throughout the course of the day. Sometimes you're going to have an emotional eruption, and that is picking up on past pain that's unresolved. So perhaps today, as that might happen, I hope it doesn't, but if something happens, some tension or contraction or emotional upset, maybe we can pause for a moment and say, may I be at ease? May she also have ease, this past version of you that's still carrying some of that pain. And know that as you connect to yourself in the present like that, it's healing for the now. It's also creating the healed version of yourself that you get to keep living into. Thank you. And always in these practices on YouTube, before you go, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button for videos that work well for you. That's good feedback for me and for my team. And leave your questions and comments down below also. Thank you once again, everyone. Namaste.